Hang on, guys. Oops. That zoomed in. I didn't mean to do that. Stick with me. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Good afternoon. Welcome to Periwinkle Palace Arts. I'm Princess Bun Bun. I'm here with my buns to do art. And, yeah. Whatever, right? Here's the buns. Got Maya. She just finished a nap. She's my oldest bunny. It's a fibromyalgia bunny. Look at that face. How can you say no to that face when she's trying to cheer you up? Wait. You wake from your nap now? Okay. We also have Midge. She's the migraine bunny. Oh, I meant to grab her Cthulhu. I forgot. Oh well. This is my migraine bunny. And she just got a new outfit and she is absolutely loving it. Okay? She likes the bow. She gets this kind of, I don't know what kind of style you would call that, but hair is going. And we have a new friend. He's been out here all day. He's actually really liking this. Some of the buns don't care too much for sitting at the desk. Alright, so this is the Galaxy Bunny. And I read his tag this morning. I'm going to take it off and put it with the other one soon. It says, born from starlight, cosmic loneliness, and the secret code of the universe. Galaxy Rabbit drifts through the dreadful galaxy. Y'all, I can't see. I have progressives and I'm still trying to learn how to see through these glasses. It's not working out great. Yeah. Galaxy Rabbit drifts through the dreadful galaxy, seeking those who feel lost or out of sync with the world. Assembled in the wake of massive star rabbits' final flare. That's another bunny. Their colorful circuits carry a quiet message. We are starlight. A companion for the unseen, the misaligned, and the overprocessed. Hold them close. Connection is part of their programming. He's got 0 and 1 all over him. Y'all, I had to have this one. The tech in my head was just screaming, please, please. And 0, 1 there. And he has binary code written on the inside of his ears. And like, I really want to refresh my memory and figure out exactly what they say, but there's little sections. Some of them repeat, some of them do not. It's just gorgeous. And yeah. I don't know why. This card didn't really give much of the symbology, but he's got little circuits all over him. Heart. Oh. And there's things on his legs too. See? He says he does not mind being upside down. He's used to it. He flew through space. He has a little watch. And I named him 01. He's so soft. So soft. Okay. Enough foolishness. Oh no, I have to introduce somebody else to you. I got this one. I think it was supposed to come in a pair. I have to double check. But this is a miniature trauma bunny. I love these little weird creatures that they make. Like, they're so adorable. How can you not love those? Yes, I keep toys at my desk. Okay. So, the afternoons, you may have noticed, are often a lot more difficult for me in some ways than mornings. But in other ways, they're better because, like, I'm more awake, for one thing. Ooh, I love this song. If you'd like to know what I'm listening to, it's right here. There. The box. It's this chick talking about, oh man, I left my charger and I won 3% and I just like snuck out of my boyfriend's place. It's hilarious. This is just a spiral that I'm doing. I started it night before last. And my favorite pen for doing these thin areas, it ran out of ink yesterday. Oh, I have twitchy hands right now. It's all good. We're gonna have to come back and do blue here in a second. Matter of fact, my eyes are starting to go wobbly. Trying to see, I lost it again. I can't see it. Okay, if I look through the bottom of my glasses, is there? I have to do this. There's no way. Like, that is so unergonomic. Which is very, very important. I don't know who asked me this once. It might have been my husband. I don't know. But somebody once asked me while I was doing one of these, why don't you just outline every single line? And I was like, well, because I'm trying to actually outline it and I can't tell. It's important to make sure that if I make mistakes, I try to make them in towards the area that's going to be colored so that it looks smooth on the outside. And he just stared at me like, what? It matters. It actually matters. Okay. So we finished the coloring with alcohol markers of our Galinda and Sepia and toner grays. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do about the details in the dress. I'm not sure yet because you can still see it. I could probably make it so you don't see them. I don't know. I was thinking about coming over it with something shiny or metallic like silver. If you have a suggestion, let me know in the live chat. Why am I doing this? I already said my eyes are getting blurry. sometimes when I get a good steady hand going across one of these lines, I'm just like, oh, just keep going, don't mess it up. I get a little obsessive about it. It's just a smidge. I was watching a video earlier today, and this YouTuber, he has a camera that's like up here and looks down at him from like really high up, and he actually looks up to talk to his camera, and I'm like, why, how, yeah, why and how, but then I was looking at my laptop, which, mind you, I really can't see what's on my screen because I don't know how to use my glasses, that's why. I don't know. But I really can't see details on my screen. What was I saying? I don't remember. That's so annoying. That's how you know you're getting old, or that your ADHD is on point. It could be either one. Oh, I was talking about the guy that had the camera over his like desk area. I think it's an interesting shot, angle, view. So, but I'm curious. I'm just curious. But my laptop is a little bit up and above me, but the camera in front of me is pretty much straight on and can see my desk. So I want to switch to that one, but I haven't got around to it yet. I have not got around to it yet. Now see, if I'm coloring or tracing the line, right, and my hand shakes or twitches or does something crazy, like throws the pen, it is better if I'm making the mistakes, the twitches, this direction. If I can keep them going this direction, then when I go along a line steady and then there's a twitch, it goes into the center of where this colored line will be. And then when you color in the lines, it disguises most of the twitch. I call them twitch marks because twitch. So it kind of disguises them, and then the outside of your lines look a little bit smoother. So yes, there's a reason why I need to be able to tell which lines are on the inside and which lines are on the outside. I try, it's not always successful. I try to control my twitches to some degree. Not always possible. I do these kind of throughout the day sometimes. Other times I do them just in the morning. Other times I'll go weeks without doing any of them. It's kind of given me an idea of the steadiness of my hands right now. Like, do I have control or do I not? A good way for telling that is to hold my pen further back on the barrel, because it shows more if you're shaking. Okay, I'm at an endpoint, so that doesn't matter so much to me on these um, completely round ones. Some of the ones I do, if you don't put the end where you're ending at a specific point, that's very easy to tell, hey, this end here, you can get yourself so confused on where do I start, which side is the line on when you come back to it. It can be a little crazy making. I'll have to drag out the ones that I did when I first started doing these, because yes, I kept them. They look awful. Some of them don't even look like anything at all. If you've been hanging around for a little bit, you might know. I have a recurring toothache. I can call it that. Okay, so what we're going to do here. I think I'm going to start at the top and work my way down so that my hands won't be rubbing the colored pencil, because it does rub, like smudge and rub off of this paper in general more than you would like, more than I like. So I have a few colors here. I have Verithin White, I have Prismacolor Premier, Beige, my Derwent Drawing Chinese White, my Prismacolor Verithin Dark Brown, Prismacolor Premier Sienna Brown, Prismacolor Premier White, and my Verithin Black. I think I'm missing one, y'all. Oh, it's in my hand. I don't know what this one is. Yep, this is burnt ochre. Okra. Okra is a food. It is not. Okay, I'm going to start up here with the buildings. Okay, and actually I'm gonna start with Sienna Brown. Okay, how about that? I'm just kind of gonna go on the outlines of all of the buildings, and I'm gonna make them straighter with less bumps and a little bit more defined. I'm gonna deepen the color as well. So I'm probably gonna do that with Sienna Brown and probably beige and white, but I might change the beige out to something else. I'm trying to see the colors in my head. We'll come back to that. So working on city here, it's really a matter of, I think, learning how to work with basic shapes or perspective, but also finding a good medium between, like, going for the realistic and super defined everything, or making it kind of messy. And that's, I don't know, that's a choice you can make as you work. Me, when it comes to certain things, I tend to like super sharp lines on some things, but I go ahead and do it this way first. That way you can come back over it with the pencil and make that detail really pop. I like to do that a lot. Finishing, what I call finishing a piece, for me, is kind of the most satisfying part. Well, no, I like it when I create my own like blends and patterns. I love coloring patterns. And anytime I can get a unique blend or a really interesting color palette, I like to challenge myself to try that kind of stuff too. I am not going through every single spot in here. I'm honestly trying to keep it to the most dark areas. And one thing that you don't, or I don't know, I try not to do it, is I try not to um, add so much on top of the marker that you can't see the marker and the blending and the texture in it. I feel like when I come back with pencil, it's either corrective, defining, um, deepening, adding more contrast, and highlights. I don't want to cover everything I've already done. I just want to accent it. And also, I don't like to get a lot of wax based medium on the marker paper because it will rub off. And sometimes I've found that by the time I finished detailing it, whatever I had started with was like rubbed off as I worked up. That's why I try to start working from the top as well. I do not remember all of these things when I am working most of the time. Okay. I hope this isn't too loud. Oh, I hate when that happens. It's always pretty much a key sign that being too heavy-handed. But it's okay. I'm just gonna twist my pencil a little bit. There. That fixed that. I try to keep the pencil also within the lines of the line that's already there. So, and then wherever there's like a bump in the color, the pencil will just lightly fill that in, but most of the pigment ends up on the inside of the area that you're trying to straighten. That way you're not really widening the object or changing where the line is. So like right here, there's like a bump that goes in like that on the roof. I didn't get my marker flicked right, okay? So I'm going to, using my pencil, I'm going to straighten that line, but I'm going to try to keep my pencil on the inside of the line that's already there, except for where it kind of grazes over the bump. I kind of use my pencils the same way as I use markers, in such that I make several practice strokes sometimes to make sure that the pencil tip is going exactly where I want it to. And like I said, I'm keeping this really kind of closer in the bottom, except for where I need to really clean up a line at the top. Because to me, that's really visible. See, it's kind of like, it looks crooked. These are nice and pointy and straight. And I like that clean look. I like to have kind of like the impressionist thing going in my art a lot, but I also, when it's all said and done, like to add in a good bit of focused detail to take the impressionistic and just, is that the right art style? I don't remember. But I like to make my random abstract resemblances to end up looking like they're very abstract but also crisp. I like crisp. I love crispy lines. I'm currently listening to my playlist that it's kind of collaborative between me and my husband. I guess. If he sends me songs that fit it, I add it. I add most of them. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I need to sharpen my pencil, but also eraser, because I don't like that. It's not going to erase your marker. This is another cool thing. One of the reasons I do this over marker. It doesn't remove the marker to erase. Hey, that's my thing today, I guess. I make really weird sounds. Sorry about that. Oh man. I need to stop pressing so hard on my pencil. It gets a little bit worse when my hands are shaking a lot, because in trying to hold the pencil more steady, I end up gripping it pretty tight, and then I put it down on the paper really hard. Raised in Black. Love this group. I mean, well, I loved their first CD. I think the second one I bounced on. I'm not sure. But this is on Spotify. And it's a fairly old group, I guess, now. Okay, I think I'm good on the buildings. Let me come through the bushes here. smudge around the hair here a little bit. I need to adjust my chair really badly. I just haven't done it. I only have so many spoons. I have to be very choosy on what I use them on sometimes. Once again, I'm going to lighten this a little bit. I'm just coming over the kind of the outer edge of the really dark color and blurring it a little bit and moving the darkest shade kind of back away from the highlight. This is still a pretty dark color, but it works, I find. Posture, posture. I said earlier that the afternoons I'm more awake usually. That's not exactly true right now. Let me correct myself on that. It used to be. Not so much nowadays. Okay. Let's go to the Verithin dark brown. Sharpen this up good. Love that pencil sharpener. Adore that pencil sharpener. I have another one too in my room. Okay, I'm gonna come through the little houses with the dark brown, and I'm just gonna try to clean up the edges, the very edges. So I don't really know how to explain it at the moment. I need an interpreter from my head to out of my mouth, I guess. I'm adding the very slightest amount of this, more of a really thin line than any level of shading, really. And like, I never really know what things I'm going to go over for sure with pencils until I'm at the point where I'm doing it. So a lot of it is, okay, well, I know that I can clean that up later with pencil. But then a lot of it is also when the whole thing's done, I can adjust my vision to see the whole thing and then pick out certain details that I would like to be more crisp. I want crispy lines. Crispy colors? I don't know. I think I want Rice Krispies, but I'm not eating that right now. I have to change out my glucose sensor today. It died like maybe Saturday night or Sunday. I don't remember. But it did, like, it didn't die. They last for 15 days. And then you have to change it out. So I should have done it already, but I need to change it out because I have no idea what my glucose is right now. I made a video for how I apply my glucose sensor and how I get it to stick for the full amount of time that I'm supposed to wear it, and the couple of products that I use to do so, as well as a little tutorial for how to remove them without hurting yourself. I made it for a friend of mine in another state who was just gotten a CGM for his diabetes, and so I made it for him, and I have that if anybody's interested in seeing that. It wasn't really a tutorial, it was just okay, this is how I do this and let me explain it to him. Because if your sensor falls off, your insurance won't, like, it's not going to just give you another one. You have to wait. But he got a defective one a little bit back, and I had heard that they have really good customer service. I had never needed to use it personally, but I had remembered that I had heard they had super good customer service. So we went, he went and called the company that makes them, and they sent him another one within, like, I want to say it was 5 days. So that was pretty good, and that was just like not even a month ago. So, but yeah, it was just a video of me showing him how I apply it and what to get from Amazon, because I've tried out a lot of stuff, but I'll tell y'all right now, my sensor does not come off without the remover that I use. I'm going to come through here a little bit. Okay. Okay. What are we gonna do now? Alright, let me grab this black, very thin pencil. I'm gonna go into the darkest shadows of her hair and try to just clean it and deepen it a little bit, because that looks almost silver gray, and that's not what I was going for. Okay. Let me look. It looks okay. It's still not really as dark as I was going for. I could go back over it with a marker. Kinda don't want to though. Add some eyelashes poking out right here. I'm jumping around a lot through the toner gray. I want to get one of my gray pencils, but I don't really know French gray, cool gray, warm gray. I'm not sure. I don't really want to change the fact that it's toner grays. Kind of going through and separating these strands of hair a little bit more. Yes, yes, yes. My heart's like a and I say, hey, really, how much you give me a second? I love the thin lines that I can get with oops. I knew I needed to change out my headphones. Ah. Sorry, I don't know how to drink. I thought I hit my mouth, but I must have missed it. Oh, I have to decide what we're gonna do tomorrow. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I may kit up the bling that I want to work on. If you have an opinion or a thought about what you would like to see me do next, I sound like I'm a performing monkey or something. Like, I could make a list of the different art projects I have coming up, that are like literally lined up, and have other people, have you guys pick. You guys could pick what you want to see, and I'll try to film it. Or I may already have a video of it. Okay, I'm gonna go back through the road, but this time with my black, just to add a little bit of variation. And also to clean up this like line right here. It's got me aggravated. Sometimes I think my printer, even though I print things in no lines versions, I think my printer is like, oh, that's too light, and prints it darker than I want it. Anyway, something I need to look at. Alright, there, let's disguise that little area right there. Okay. I'm just gonna come through the tulips. I'm dipping through the tulips. I'm kind of keeping this one sort of messy and very light. I just kind of want to bring these into a little bit more focus in the front, because those in the back came out so dark. Even when I'm finishing things, sometimes I don't fix everything. Sometimes I will leave it alone because it reminds me, oh, I made that mistake there and it was pretty funny, but I learned from it. That's why I do such and such now. Sometimes I don't learn from them. Just cleaning up the edge of her dress here. I'm making these lines really super light. I don't really want them to stand out. I want them to not look like they're fading into each other because I don't know how to color inside of the lines. How about that? I really need to sit properly in my chair.
At the end of August 2001, Agent O'Neill ended.
That's why I did that. I forgot that I paused it because I need to switch my headphones. I forgot what I was doing. There's nobody here to tell me but me. Oops. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. You're the one who knocked your blanket down. Where'd you take it anyway? Where'd you take it? I'm talking to my dog, yeah. This time. I don't know what you did with it, Eve. I can't help you. She done lost her blanket somewhere. I'm gonna have to get up and get it for her. Watch. She's gonna whine and start huffing at me. Are you actually barking at me? I don't think so, dog. I'm the boss of you, not the other way around. I try to think I am anyway, right? I'm gonna take this back and forth across the laces. And now I'm going to create like a little bow right here to symbolize our to look like maybe to look like I don't know what I'm doing. Sing out loud, sing out strong, sing out okay, I'm gonna come over here for a little bit and see if I like how these look. Just like this. Okay, it looks kind of cool. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, okay. Lay down. Somehow she drug it all the way over to the front door. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I really don't. It's fine. Don't like that. Okay. I have something in my eye. Sorry. Okay. This is my favorite white pencil. Look how clean it makes that line. Wow. I love it. This is one of the reasons I don't worry too much when I mess up, because at the end it's still gonna look good. We're getting there. So, if you notice, we had grays. To make it pop and deepen the grays, all we've done is I've added black details and then come back on the highlights with the white pencil. So it's about increasing the contrast, I guess, to get a lot of depth. And come in here, hit some of these. some paddle to stay between the shores. And I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Like a bird upon the wind, these waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail. Usually I do this with my Pro White liquid, but with this coloration, I'm finding that it's actually doing what I usually want it to do and can't get it to do. So we'll go with it, yeah? Till the river runs dry, like a bird upon the wind. These waters are my sky. Come sing with me. I will sail there's bound to be I'm just basically softening this and brightening it up a little bit more. I don't know why I keep making that grass area so dark on every single one of them. The little like scumbling over these bushes. I really didn't like the texture that I got there. It was fine. See? All fine. And then just a little white in some highlight areas. And you can clean up the lighter areas with the white pencil as far as like making the lines crisp, or you can like use the white to make things a little more blurry. So you can go either direction with it, really. Excuse me. Reese, my big dog, he he remodels his bedroom every single afternoon. So that's what you're hearing scratching. He's so funny. He's been doing this since he was just a baby. It's hilarious. It's only in the afternoons. I don't get it. We're gonna run this through the city real quick. Not everywhere, but definitely some areas I want to highlight. I do want to go over pretty much all the tops of the roofs. So I know this seems like a very tedious thing, very, you know, like, why do you need to do all that? There's certain processes in art that I find extremely soothing, and one of them is focusing in real kind of like hard on details. It's very meditative because I'm really not thinking about anything else at the moment. I'm just looking at my shapes and considering the light source. That's all. There's nothing else going on in my brain at the moment. Okay. Excuse me. I showed up in boots, room and jerk like typhoon. The last one I know, the last one to show, I was the last one to go. So I'm surprised, I used to lose it anymore. Cause I got burned. guess I was interesting. Yep. Now I'm going to come right here on the clouds, right in the center of them. All right, folks. I call that done. What do we think? All right, so I'm gonna take all of these and get some really good pictures of them, and I'll post them on Instagram for you guys to go look at up close. But one last time, let's go through them. We have number 1 was colored pencil. This is Galinda. We have number 2, which is Copic marker. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. That's Copic marker, full color. And then the third one is the one we just finished, and it is in Copic marker, and that is the sepia tone and toner gray. I would really like to know which one of them you like the most. You can even rate them 1 to 3 if you want. That would be cool. So that is the Galinda class. And here are the alphabet classes. So first one is the one in Spectrum Noir markers. The second one is the one with pan pastels and Prismacolor pencils. And the last one was with Copic markers. Let me know which one of these is your favorite too. I'm gonna still cut them, trim them up, and then we'll take some really nice pictures Y'all can vote for it on Instagram or here in the comments if you want. I'm just curious what you guys think. Okay. I am going to get out of here for the day and head to my room and color this for a little while. Thank you all for hanging out with me today, and if you're watching this video later on, thank you for checking it out. Like, dislike, subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to. I really don't care about the algorithm, but it'd be cool to have some subscribers, and liking or disliking lets me know if you like it or dislike it. Leave me comments. Tell me what your favorite one of the ones we finished is. Tell me how you think the sepia tone one came out. Let me know if you want to see something specific in a later live stream or video. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. This has been Periwinkle Palace Arts, my place on the internet. I'm Princess Bunny, here with my bun buns. Lake 01. I love this one. Yeah, we did art here today, so